What does this dude looks like? Show me Levon. What is his last name?
Saganashvili.
Whoa.
This is the pinnacle of our sport. Okay, this is the guy.
How big is this dude?
He gets about 420. Yeah.
Oh my God!
I love this guy.
Look at the size of this motherfucker.
Holy
shit!
Yeah,
Hey, that's a little AI.
That can't be real.
No,
is that AI? Is that picture AI?
No,
that one right there.
Okay, that's real.
Oh my
This is
God.
real.
Today, I'm reacting to Devon Larratt talking about one of the most intimidating matchups in arm wrestling. What makes this clip great is that it's not just about size, it's really about strategy, limits, and how elite athletes solve impossible problems.
This is constantly what pretty much every reasonable person tells me. And I get to a point where I do my arm wrestling work and I'm like, okay, here I am. If I want to beat Levon, what do I do from here? And I'm like, more wrist curls. Look at
what does he do?
He's a bit more balanced than me. Levon lifts super heavy weights, like stupid.
What does this dude looks like? Show me Levon. What is his last name?
Saganashvili.
Whoa.
This is the pinnacle of our sport. Okay, this is the guy.
How big is this dude?
He gets about 420. Yeah.
Oh my God!
I love this guy.
Look at the size of this motherfucker.
Holy
shit!
Yeah,
Hey, that's a little AI.
That can't be real.
No,
is that AI? Is that picture AI?
No,
that one right there.
Okay, that's real.
Oh my
This is
God.
real. This is real.
I don't know, Jamie. That might be real. He might just be pumped.
Levon is the pinnacle. Okay, we scanned him too, and surprise, he's a weirdo also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that motherfucker.
He's in Little Rock in 2 days.
In Little Rock, Arkansas?
Yeah.
Where's he live right now?
Georgia.
Georgia, the country.
There's so many weirdos that come from Georgia.
Really?
Yeah, proportionately, their strength is not normal. Levon is nobody has beat this guy since 2017. He has absolutely flattened the field, okay? Like,
he's so hairy too.
Oh.
He looks like a primitive man. He looks like a science project. Look at the fucking size of that guy. Oh my God.
smart guy. Cool,
I bet.
Very cool guy. I absolutely love Levon. He has beaten the piss out of me at every opportunity.
Oh, he's so big,
Yeah,
dude.
he is. He is so big, and he's so good.
This is a perfect hook because the challenge is instantly visual. A 420-pound opponent who hasn't lost in years already tells the story. Before technique even comes in, the viewer understands the scale of the problem. That's why this matchup feels bigger than a normal sports rivalry.
Levon does a lot of pull-ups, really heavy ones, and he does a lot of really heavy curls. This is the base, but he does all the same. Like, we do all the same exercises, just different formulas.
Now, when you hear the best guy is doing things different than you,
Yeah.
what keeps you from doing what he does?
So we are all different.
Right? That's what he used to look like? That's crazy. Shout out to steroids. Shout out to all the scientists out there.
He's very young in that first photo.
Well, of course.
You know, he slowly evolved through the world championships to what he is today. Yeah, it's interesting when you see different champions, and I try and learn from everybody. I watch what everybody does. I see what they're doing. You have to also consider where your body's at. Okay, I can't do the things I did when I was 25.
Physically.
I just can't. I have, like I said, I've had surgeries.
But yet you can still arm wrestle.
Yeah.
So obviously you're very strong in these particular areas, and it's not holding you back at all. So what is holding you back when you say injuries?
Well, arm wrestling is a big thing, okay? There's several things that you can kind of choose to focus on. Probably my biggest limiting factor is my elbow, because I've had multiple surgeries on it. I burn it out. Like, at the beginning of my career, I was more of a hook style arm wrestler. That's where, like, the primary kind of drive in the sport is the flexion of the wrist, and you're moving forward with your shoulder, and you're kind of trying to attack the person's arm more. But over time, my elbow just got broke down to the point where, you know, I just don't have a lot of stability. Now, I continue to work on it, and quite honestly, my hooking now, this stability is probably pretty good. I think that we all as athletes do the best thing we think we can. And I think that the work that I do is very precise. Like the way that Levon trains, and please, I don't like to criticize Levon. He's the best, okay? But egotistically and arrogantly, I'm going to say that my training's more precise than his, okay? So I'm working on very precise angles where he's a sledgehammer at times, you know? Like I'm working on very fine angles through my wrist, you know, a lot of pronation in my style, a lot of hand control, a lot of table time. Like I'm doing a lot of skill-based training.
This is the most valuable part if you care about high-level competition. Gevins isn't pretending he can beat Levon by copying him exactly. He's explaining that different athletes win through different strengths. That makes this less about ego and more about intelligent adaptation.
The first time he tore my bicep.
Oh, whoa.
You know, see that tattoo?
Uh-huh.
See, it's a cat with 415. I used to call him a 415-pound pussy. You know, in the workup to the match, I was teasing him. And in Georgian, it says Levon was here because he ripped it. Second round. So that was, the first time was a wash. The second time I pulled him, I stopped him. I stopped him round one.
What does that mean?
So a lot of times in arm wrestling, get everything straight, don't move, go. And to stop a match means there's no movement.
So no one's winning.
Nobody's winning.
And you don't just keep going to the death?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, but I got, like, if you look up the second time that I arm wrestled for round one, yeah, okay. So this is the last time I pulled him, which is 2024.
And when you say pulled him, it means you had a match with him.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So everything goes to the straps. And I'm telling you, like...
So is that what happens when the match doesn't work out and the hands slip away from each other?
Straps.
Straps. Do you guys put powder in your hands or anything?
Yeah. Use chalk. But, yeah, this sport is a strap-based sport at this point. Like, rules are evolving in arm wrestling. It used to be, well, in some leagues still you get a foul. If there's a slip, somebody's intentionally did it, or it's a neutral slip and then they go to the straps. But yeah, so we get to the straps, and this first round is the closest I've gotten to him. And in this match, I think he might have ripped my spine apart. Like, yeah, I couldn't walk properly for like 4 months.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm top rolling. I get into his wrist. And I'm just like, I'm in shock. I'm like, I can't believe. So I think I had the opportunity here to do a little bit more, like to seize the initiative, but I was in such shock that I got him to this point. You know, and then here we go. His wrist is starting to go, and so that's a flop wrist press, and I get a foul, okay, see my shoulder goes below the table.
Uh-huh.
This is called decline humerus. And it's a foul. You can't do that.
This section shows the real physical cost behind elite arm wrestling. A lot of people see the sport as simple until they hear about torn muscles and long recovery. It also helps explain why tiny technical mistakes matter so much. At this level, the margin between resistance and damage is very small.
Like, so in 2008, I won against this legendary figure of the sport, John Brzenk. He's considered the greatest of all time. John Brzenk, basically for 40 years, from the time he was like 18 to like almost 60, okay? He went undefeated basically undefeated for like 25 years. Yeah. In American. This guy, super cool, okay? Different era. And you'll see the difference, okay? So you'll see that this sport has changed. Okay?
Can we pull him up?
John Brzenk. John Brzenk's the GOAT. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be there this weekend too.
And is he still competing?
John is not really competing, but he's just so tied into the sport. I think it's inevitable that he comes back, but...
How old is he?
He's like 60, 61 or, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the man. This guy's the man. So, you know the movie Over the Top? Mm-hmm. So Sylvester, that's actually John. The tournament was real.
Really?
That was the movie followed the tournament. And John is actually the guy who won it.
And John's not that big.
No, he's not.
How much does John weigh?
On a good day, on a great day, John's like 230.
Wow.
But when he was young and healthy, probably 195. Like
So when he was winning.
when he went like 25 years around 210 pounds, beating every single person on the planet.
How?
He's awesome. He's awesome. John Brzenk. So John started arm wrestling when he was a kid with his dad. And he's one of the first guys.
Can we see him do it?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
John's one of the first guys who arm wrestling has kind of evolved in its respectedness, okay, as a sport. I think if you went back like 40 years and you talk about arm wrestling, people would be like, "Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's go arm wrestle." Like, and I'm gonna get better by arm wrestling by doing pecs and glutes and get my whole body strong. And John was kind of one of the first guys who was like, "I'm an arm wrestler. I practice arm wrestling. I go to tournaments. I don't need to lift weights." Okay, so he started young. The dude's thumb is probably like bigger than mine, and he's like, 6'1", 6'2". So he's to a certain degree built for it, but masterful technician.
So he doesn't lift weights?
No,
So all he did was arm wrestle to train for arm wrestling?
isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
Right. So it gave
Yeah,
this.
he's not a big guy.
No, he's not. That's a former Russian champion, Zauer. Actually, no, Zauer might be Georgian. He might have been Russian at this time, but he's a Georgian. Yeah. John's technique was way above everybody.
This final part adds history, which makes the whole clip stronger. It reminds viewers that arm wrestling has its own legends, evolution, and technical tradition. That context makes Devon's current chase feel more meaningful. It's not just one match, it's part of a longer story inside the sport. What I like about this clip is that it shows competition at a very honest level. Devon is not pretending the challenge is easy, he's explaining exactly why it's difficult and how he's trying to solve it. That makes the story more than just strength versus strength. It becomes a great example of strategy, discipline, and mindset.